Coming to you live from the Flagami studio. One more time, hello everybody, and happy Friday. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Well, welcome everybody, and hello. I hope you can hear me okay here at the Flagami studio one more time, Miami, Florida. Still kind of static here in South Florida for a little longer. And we have Bill and Sherry in Georgia. Hello there. And Christopher Olson, happy Friday. Jan, Dave, happy Black Friday. And Donna P. And Dylan Reynolds from Pickering, Ontario, in the great land of Canada. Well, I want to thank everybody who replied to my email yesterday and today, actually, with all the nice Thanksgiving wishes. I really appreciate it. We had a good time. Mom came. I made a turkey. I did a new recipe that I got from this YouTube channel. Is about Cuban food, so they call it pavochon, which is like pavo is turkey in Spanish, but it's like turkey trying to make it taste like a pork. I don't know if that didn't work out so well, but it came out good. I mean, it came out good. I just I think I overcooked a little bit. Don't tell anybody. But we had a good time, and we still have leftover turkey for tomorrow even. So. Cindy G, happy Friday. Caddy on Route 66, happy Friday to you too. And Tin Can Carl from the Ozarks of Missouri today, huh? The Ozarks. Missed you at Rancho del Carl a couple of days ago. We did like a flash trip up and down a couple of days ago. Hello from Clearwater. And RV, Bill Davis, RV DJ, hey, Red Jaguar, Ingrid. Well, welcome everybody. And Kelly Monroy, happy Thanksgiving to you. Anili, thank you so much. Hey, Jim Foster, good evening. And Amaranto Cabrera, happy belated Thanksgiving to everyone. And, oh man, the chat is going way too fast. It's a Friday. I have to read your lips. I'm at a quiet diner. I don't know if they still have maybe you can do like captions. I think YouTube does like automatic captions. Dusty Haskins, happy Friday, Robert. My son and I are tuning in from Minnesota. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. We did, and I hope it's not too cold in Minnesota. ¿Tú hablas español? Hola, ¿cómo estás? I do. Sí, hablo español. Why is this thing not clicking? Ever since I got this new computer, the clicking sometimes doesn't click, which is weird. And Jim in DC, happy Friday. It's now Black Friday here in DC. The sun has set. Yeah, the sun is setting way too early these days. But what can you do, right? It's... Let me reset the chat here. And what I did, I went by the PO box, and I guess I've been naughty or nice. What do you think? This is from Mark Cormier, and of course I met him a couple of times at Donelon, Florida, or Donelon, and he sent me a card here. It says, "Eat not too much, drink as much as you want, and be merry." And gay, I don't know. The Cormiers, thank you, Mark, if you're watching. And Mark and Diane Cormier, and we still have a hot sauce from Mark. He gave me like a gallon of hot sauce that he makes, homemade. And we still have some. I mean, we have like a 10-year supply of hot sauce, I think. Let me show you what else I got. Hold on, because I got a lot of stuff at the PO box, and this one comes from from Tracy and Irene Pennington. And this is, they're from Oregon. This is a beautiful plate. Look at that. And it's got Lewis and Clark. Let me do it right. It's called the Oregon Plate by the Oregon Historical Society. It's beautiful. So it's got like all the main landmarks besides Lewis and Clark, the Cook expedition. Very nice. I love it. And I hope the camera can capture it. I don't know why I can't get it straight. It's kind of weird. So this I will cherish, of course. Thank you so much. And I have one more thing. And this one comes from Keith Ratchet. And people are asking, what's the beer of the day? Well, Keith sent me something very special. That is not a beer, but it's something that I'm going to drink. Here's the letter, which I'm not gonna read, but here's what we got. And I'm sorry, I'm hold on. We got this bottle of bourbon whiskey. I've never had this one before, actually. It's a triple cask blend of straight bourbon whiskeys. So we're gonna open it right here, live on the air, and I'm gonna have a sip. Actually, I already have my rocks glass on the rocks there. So let me open this up right here, live on the air. By the way, Ellie Stafford, thank you for that super chat. When will you go to Poland one day? I heard Poland is a pretty place. Yes, and I know several people from Poland. Well, mainly our Remy, our friend Remy, and hold on. Well, yeah, I did. So we're gonna pour this great whiskey here. It's bourbon, and cheers, everybody. Yeah, maybe I should let it, the ice, I should let it open up a little bit, but oh man, that's good. Oh, that's the good stuff. Hey, by the way, someone was asking if that's a record player back there. Yes, it is. That's one of two Technic 1200s that I've had since the early 90s when I used to DJ with those. So Ingrid, yes, that's a record player. Red Jaguar, Robert, what a beautiful plate like that. You have to keep sticks and bricks to keep it safe. I know, yeah. Now I can never go full time, in which I right now I haven't. I'm always gonna have a sticks and bricks. Probably not. I don't intend to have this one forever, but I might build something in at Pelicamp or somewhere else, Jackie Trujillo, Robert, and everybody, happy Friday. And Keith Ratchet, cheers, brother. Thank you so much for that bottle. Yes, cheers. No, it's getting better. Hey, buddy from Harrisburg, Austin says, hey, Austin. And let me keep reading here. Wendell Burford, hi Robert, I just received two of your coffee mugs last week. Very good quality. My friends are envious. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you so much. And of course, if you go to travelingrobert.com, there's a merchandise tab there where you can get, and stickers are back, by the way. I have a limited. I think I bought 50. I don't recall if I got 50 or 100. I think 100 was the minimum amount, but that's a limited edition of stickers with the Colorado. So if you guys want to get it, it's there. Fran Price from Salisbury, North Carolina. I camp with better knowledge because of you. Well, thank you so much, and I'm glad. I'm glad. Happy camping and happy trails to you. Um, Let me tell you, Oliver DeVries from Pleasant Hill, California. One bourbon, one scotch, one beer. There's a song there somewhere, yeah. My friend Jose. I'm gonna get a copyright strike. Never mind. Brandy Williams said, thank you for that super chat. Happy Friday to you, William Mom. Thank you. Thank you so much for that super chat. We had Technics turntables in the studio too. Wasn't happy when they were removed, but that's what I use at home. The Technic 1200 used to be the standard, like at radio stations. I remember when I was, I think it was Miami-Dade College at the time. That was one of the first classes that I took in broadcasting. You know, we had to, I mean, the equipment was so old, and we're talking about mid to early 90s. They still had reel-to-reel tapes, and actually, even in that era, you didn't do that anymore, but they made us learn how to, splice tape with a razor blade, and then that was crazy. But and now, I mean, digital technology has us so spoiled. Be it video editing, audio recording, mixing. Coffee Angel Crafts helps Robert's channel out. Hit the thumbs up, smash that thumbs up, right? Costs nothing but means a lot. Thank you so much. And hello, Michelle K. And Garces on the road. Robert, happy Friday. I have a Havana Club saved for whenever you come over. Hey, Havana Club. We gotta drink that. Now we're talking. Berm turns to Raven Robert into Robert Tico. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, John Daly and Nicholas Lewis. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Please come and visit North Idaho, Robert. You're missing a beautiful part of the USA. Fly Pelican, and we went in September. We did the Lewis and Clark part of, but it was so smoky. So smoky, I couldn't really enjoy it as much as I would like to. So I'm thinking on the way back from Alaska, we have to. I mean, Coeur d'Alene and all that area. I know it's gonna be beautiful. So we'll see. One bourbon, one scotch, and one beer is George Thorogood's song. Okay, I didn't know that one. I'm gonna look it up. Although let me tell you, you mix bourbon, scotch, and then beer. That's kind of like a recipe for a hangover. But hey, actually, it's the other way around, right? Beer before liquor, never been sicker, something like that. In any case, let me keep reading. Has anybody seen my mom? I texted her, but maybe she forgot. The Adventure with Mark and Sonoko. Hello, Robert. It's getting cold here in Colorado. We had snow a couple of times, and it gets down to the teens at night. I wish I were in Florida. Well, here in Miami, in the afternoons are still as hot as ever. So, been watching the Lewis and Clark trip from Lisa Spinks, and the Lewis and Clark trip is gonna get a little more binge worthy, because I'm thinking of doing 2 more episodes, but like 2 feature film length episodes. I wanna kind of finish the trip before DE. I mean, not before the end of the month, but definitely in the next 2 or 3 episodes. I just kind of finished editing the Montana one, the whole Montana. It's an hour and a half. That's coming not this Sunday, the following Sunday. So thank you, IR10031, 1981 for that super chat. Hi, Traveling Robert. It's 4:10 in El Paso. Son las 5:10 en Juárez. I didn't know Juárez was a different time zone from El Paso. I didn't know that. And they're right next to each other. Hi, Robert. Hubs and I are eating dinner and watching you from our camper in Myrtle Beach. One of these days, I want to go to Myrtle Beach, but like in the dead of summer, you know. So, Mom is not on the chat yet. I'm gonna have to call her, or maybe she'll call me. A shot of whiskey, beer, boiler maker. I think maker. Well, we've got some very nice bourbon here. So cheers, everybody. Thank you, Journal your way from that super chat. Doing Lewis and Clark in 2042. Lewis and Clark 2042. That's a long time from now. Foggy trail. The older I get, the more I want to live in Florida. I'm in Colorado as well. Well, Florida, you might. I think the perfect combination is, to be in Florida from like November through March, and then go somewhere where it's like the West Coast, somewhere where it stays cool through the summer. Summer, especially in South Florida, anywhere in Florida, it's pretty brutal. Hot, humid, bugs. Captain Ziggy one, thank you for that super chat. Keep up the good work. I love your work. You take us where we wish we could go. Thank you so much. And let me see here. By the way, thank you, Lucky Dog Productions moderator, for moderating as always. And the RV DJ, our mighty bartender, and everybody else here. Red Jaguar 100. It's been in the 60s in Savannah this week. 60s to me is like perfect temperature. Muhammad Omar, love your videos. Where are you planning to go next? Can't wait to your next video. Watching from Pakistan. Hello, Pakistan. Good morning, actually, right? Pakistan will be tomorrow, or like, I want to think Pakistan is like really, really like in the middle of the night. And I had this clock app that I downloaded, and I have to reinstall it. Where was I? P. Lombardo, hi Robert, sorry for running late. Just got on. Hope I did not miss anything good. Well, you missed me opening a bottle of bourbon live on the air, and you missed the Oregon plate. But here we go. This is what we're drinking tonight, and it's delicious. I'll be the tipsy YouTuber by the end of the live stream. Any plans to visit to travel to Arizona this winter? And I forgot to the plan is yes. I still have to get certain things buttoned up, but if all goes well, January 2nd we're heading west. But I don't know exactly the route. I know I don't want to take I-10. I might want to take I-20, and just, I've never been to Dallas or Fort Worth, so to take kind of that route. Robert, what do you think about the recent ruling that requires content creators to acquire a permit before filming in national parks? Last I checked, it isn't so certain that you have to go to the individual national park. And the main rule, it says that, yeah, in theory you have to get a permit. But it says that they're focusing mainly on people who are gonna, disturb the peace and come, show up with lights and tripods and a crew, and apparently I went into a few of the individual national parks, and they still consider us what is called low impact filming. So I'm still, going to email the national park just to make sure. I know someone who contacted one of the national parks to see if they had to get a permit, and they told him no. So Right now, the rule is kind of ambiguous and kind of vague, but I don't, I don't, I don't think the National Park Service wants all of us to be flooding them with emails asking for permits. So, um, yeah, and it's in their best interest for us to promote them and make videos. So I don't. In any case, let me continue. Maxine Oliver. Hello, Illy and Mom. Happy Black Friday and hope that Thanksgiving was awesome. Thanksgiving was great. I made a turkey, um, and it came out pretty good. I overcooked it a little bit. That's the one thing. But hey, what can you do? One bourbon, one scotch, one beer. Originally, one scotch, one bourbon, one beer is a blues song written by Rudy Toms, recorded by Amos Milburn in 1953. So says the Book of Knowledge. Hey, there you go. The Book of Knowledge. I should listen to it. Hello, Mr. Tomo Arigato, Mr. Robato. Good Friday. We're watching you from Quartzsite, Arizona in our RV. That's where I want to be. Wherever I want to be, in Quartzsite with my RV. And everybody say hello to my mom. Happy Black Friday. Greetings to everyone. I hope you had spent a beautiful Thanksgiving yesterday. I wish V. So thank you. Everybody say hello to my mom. P. Lombardo, the repairs are done on my trailer. We'll be getting it back on Wednesday. All right. Yesterday was my birthday. I was a turkey this year. Well, happy birthday, Michelle. Happy birthday to you. Good evening, Traveling Robert. I wish you a happy shopping day for Black Friday. In case you're wondering, the jelly of the month club can be a good option. Jelly of what's the jelly of the month club? So let me backtrack on the chat here, see if I missed anything. Robert, does compare Jack Daniel or Jim Beam taste wise? I would put it closer to Jim Beam. A new video came out last week about the whole national park thing. What did they say? I know the rule is kind of ambiguous, so oh, that was a great song. Thank you, Robert. Hi, Remy. That was a great song. Oh, Natalie Driscoll from Down Under is here too. So many of you. Thank you so much for being here. And I would still eat turkey. I have some leftover turkey for tomorrow. I ate turkey today, turkey tomorrow. You know. Lissan Robertson, Georges, Action de Grâce, Lissan Anthony Lac from Quebec. My mom says, wish you a wonderful weekend. Love, Mom. Adventures with Mark and Sonoko. Robert, are you planning on updating any of your cameras this year? I'm really tempted to get that GoPro 11 because my GoPro 9, it still works well, but it's not waterproof anymore because I cracked the viewfinder, the screen, so I don't know. That's the only thing that I might upgrade. And eventually I want to get one of those Sony mirrorless cameras, but not yet. Not quite yet. Natalie Driscoll, look like we're coming to do an RV trip next May for a couple of months in the USA and Canada. Haven't been back since 2019. Hey! So we welcome you back. Come back. Nice finish, a little spice, good stuff, man. Yeah. I can definitely taste the spice and the oak. It's very good bourbon. 61 Caddy on Route 66. Welcome, Mom. Very nice Thanksgiving was yesterday. Went to the KC lighting ceremony at the Country Club Plaza in Kansas City. Ask Remy. I'm at Medina Lake, but there is no lake. It's all gone. Really? Drought, perhaps? Brandon Baragri did a deep dive into your back catalog and watch the American Wild West trip, and it was like I watched a 2-hour documentary. Great job, Robert. Yeah, that was a while ago. That was in 2014 that I filmed that. So if I could re-edit, I would improve a couple of things. But yeah, that's kind of like a classic, right? RV Miles did an in-depth episode about the impact of the national park permit process. I watched it, but he said at the end of the video, if I recall, that he was going to still, film in the national parks. I mean, I don't intend to do too many national parks, as at least not until Alaska. And in Alaska, yeah, I do intend to do Denali, so we'll take it one national park at a time. I think we're gonna be fine in the end. Emma Brisman, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Did the Lewis and Clark trip live up to your expectations? I'm learning a lot by watching the videos, and for the most part, it did. I didn't realize how much of it is gone, since the Missouri River has been dammed so much, it's especially the upper Missouri. A lot of the actual sites where historic things happened, are now underwater. And the eastern part of the trip was very industrial. The Ohio River, the Mississippi, and that part of the Missouri are very industrial. But I enjoyed the western part, like after Kansas City. That's the part that I probably enjoyed the most, and this is the part that I'm editing right now that you haven't seen yet. So question: are you planning to visit Detroit, Michigan in the future? I would love to do it again, but I don't know yet. Adventure of Mark and Sonoko. Have you considered the DJI Osmo action camera rather than the GoPro 11? We love our DJI. I've seen the DJI. There's one thing about the DJI that I really like, and it is that it's not fixed focus. It's actually an out of focus camera, so you can get closer to objects if you want to do like a macro, and you get a little bit of a depth of field. It's more like it has more in common, I think, with a smartphone camera than with the GoPro. What I like about GoPro is the DJI Osmo Action is kind of like the GoPro, right? That's not the one that has like the little gimbal thingy. But I don't know. I to be honest, I haven't looked into the DJI Osmo Action as much. Maybe I should, but the GoPro 11 is supposed to have a larger sensor, and at this point with the GoPro, my main priority, or with an action camera like that, my main priority is low light performance. So I would have to test both and see what it is. Does Quartzsite require a 180 feet to enter? As far as I know, no. Quartzsite will require that 180 feet is for the LTVA, if that's what you're talking about, which is the long-term visitors area where you can stay, I don't know how many months for that amount, but you have access to garbage, potable water, and dump station. But there's if you're only gonna stay for 14 days, there's like a $40 per permit for those 14 days with access, and then it can be completely free for 14 days, but you don't have any dumping unless you go into town into the RV pit stop. Greetings from Catherine's Landing, Arizona, and I'm just editing the Billings, Montana video right now. Isn't that interesting? FYI to all the vets and active military, you can get a free lifetime national pass. That's great actually. That's great news. Mr. Robato, oh, one of those movies along planes. Okay, I missed the rest of the confirm the. I just dumped the black tan because I remember that movie. Let me scroll down. My mom says greetings to the moderators, love and peace. Um, Hello from Don Barrett Walsh. Hello, Robert and all. I was a bit early waiting for the live chat on Wednesday. What can I say? It felt like Friday. What's your favorite part about New Mexico? I'm going there next year. New Mexico is beautiful. The topography, the mountains. It's such a varied state. You know, you have the south, which is more like flat desert, but then you go up to Taos and you know the southern Rockies there. It's beautiful. You have Carlsbad Caverns, which is also a beautiful area, and the farther west you go, the more it looks kind of like Arizona too. So there's a lot to do. The food in I mean, especially if you like spicy food, the food in New Mexico is it's very good. Adak, Alaska is beautiful but brutal. I want to go. I want to go to Alaska, enjoying my small bonfire, listening to Robert. Um, yeah, we did a nice fire a couple of days ago at Pelicamp. We did like a stealth 2 day trip to Pelicamp. We did. There was something we needed to do. There, Bill Davis. That's the info about Quartzite. I might do the $40 one. If I don't know if I'm gonna stay for that long, but at least a week. I am gonna stay. Greetings from the 305, dear friend. Warm in Miami, but super cold at North. Yes, it's usually warm here. This is the good stuff. I'm getting a text message there. A text from Mikey Barbie. Okay, here we got some pictures from. Oh, I should add this picture to the video. The three of us doing the live long and prosper. And if this camera would focus, there you go. Luckily, I haven't finished editing the video yet because I'm adding this picture to the video. Would you ever go to Guatemala and Honduras? My family is from Guatemala. What about the food in Guatemala? It's very good. They have a great steak. I've been to Guatemala once. We went to Antigua, Guatemala City, Chichicastenango, and Lake Atitlan. And I wanted to go to Tikal, but there was an airline strike, so I didn't want to risk getting stranded in Tikal. But Guatemala, beautiful country, beautiful volcanoes actually, all over the place. Traveling Robert, have you seen any RV related Black Friday specials? I saw one deal on RV Life, 49 a year. That's not bad. I haven't actually done too many. I've been having kind of an offline day today because I really want to finish one video this week. Captain Ziggy, thank you for that super chat. When is the next Minitini Lounge? I was thinking sometime in early December we might do one. And then I want to do like a New Year's Eve. Maybe we'll count down the European midnights or something like that. From Diane Abel, have you driven the $1,000,000 highway? If so, what time of the year? I drove it in 2019, and I believe it was July or something like that. And I drove it towing Minitini I. So yeah, From Irene Pennington. Hey, Robert and I enjoying the Lewis and Clark videos. Keep up the good work. Happy to hear you like the plate. Yes. Let's show it one more time. One more time. We're gonna show the plate. All right. Oh, yeah. Yep. We have to find a place to display it. Will there be a meetup in Quartzsite from Freeloaders Adventures? Yes. Once I am there, I'm probably gonna post GPS coordinates or something. I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do or when exactly we're gonna get there. And I know that there's a Q23 meetup, so I might just join the Q23 meetup. I just have to figure out what they're doing and when they're doing and all that. Jerry and Darlene Brown is watching your live now. We really enjoy your videos. Thank you so much for all you do. See you on the road. See you on the road. RV Lock is having a good sale, 60% off. That's good. That's really good. And I might get an RV Lock for my next RV. I have one in Minitini I, but yeah, great motto. Love the picture. New Year's Eve 2023 with a Minitini Lounge. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do it like around the same 5 or 6 ish p.m. Eastern time. So we kind of, we can do the countdown like in Central Europe and then Western Europe or something like that. We might even push it all the way to GMT, which is, like the universal time. Coyote Monterroso. After I got out of high school, I want to buy a truck, an RV, and travel around the USA and buy a house maybe in New Mexico or Arizona. I want to buy something in Arizona, most likely. That's one of the tasks I have in the upcoming trip. I want to see if I find something. Are you ever going to use Minitini I again, or is it a collection item now? All I have to do is get a new battery for it, and kind of, for some reason, after they redid the roof, the solar panel is not charging, but other than that, it's fully functional, and everything works. So, I have every intention of using it again. In fact, before the end of the year, I should just drive it around for a couple of miles, just because things tend to atrophy when you don't use them, right? You went to the barber shop today? No, actually, I went last week. Red Jaguar, since I am now a part of the Bucky's Club, I purchased a Bucky's Christmas blow up to decorate the RV site with. Oh, man. That's awesome. Hi, Robert. Any don't go there advice on West Coast trip with a toy hauler? We had West Coast Bay in January. There are certain parts of the Pacific Coast Highway that there are some sharp hairpin curves, especially like north of Bodega Bay. There's and on the Oregon Coast, for the most part, is very RV friendly. And I don't recall there being any low tunnels or anything like that, but then again, yeah, I took it with Minitini III all the way. But then again, a toy hauler is a lot bigger, so I don't know. Journeys by Jay. COVID finally caught me this week. Had to miss Thanksgiving, but on a good note, I was finally giving me time to start catching up on your Lewis and Clark trip. Thanks for all you're doing. You're welcome. And I'm kind of also anxious to finish the Lewis and Clark series. I think it's gotten a little too long, but it was a lot. I didn't realize how much video I had filmed. So I'm trying to do a grand finale and end it with episode 20. So we'll see. El Mandalorian, good idea to give Minitini a ride to keep those bearings and tires ready. Yeah, it's got brand new tires, brand new brakes, brand new bearings. So I might do something like that. Maybe I'll take it to one of the state parks, one of the springs in North Florida, and maybe that will be before the trip to the west. I might even take it to the west. Just left a great week at Wekiwa Spring State Park. I've heard great things about that place. By the way, have you done any train rides on your trip, such as the Durango Silverton or the Royal Gorge Railroad? I had every intention to do the Durango Silverton, and then I ran into trouble at the campground and I had to leave, and I did it with the RV instead. Hey, this traveler is the main Pelican Man live. Yes, live and in living color. What can I tell you? What's your favorite southwestern state and city you think has the best food? I think Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas. In Texas, I would go for barbecue, man. I mean, they have great Tex-Mex, of course, but I think New Mexico, the best Mexican food I've had in New Mexico. Super spicy, but yeah, smash that thumb. Adventures with Mark and Sonoko, the Lewis and Clark videos are not too long. Having a great time watching them. Well, thank you. I'm glad. And I know a lot of people have expressed that they like them a lot. So I'm glad you do. I'm having a great time. And I've learned so much, the history as I filmed them, as I researched to film them, and now after the fact, because I'm being rereading the book and doing all that. So, KS California. Hi Robert, I haven't commented in a while. Work schedule changed. Still lurked, but couldn't comment because I would be driving home. Yeah, don't text and drive. Daniel Gold from Enterprise, Alabama. Keith Ratchet was watching from your Vermont trip from a year ago. Amazing place. Which is better, there or Blue Parkway for fall colors? I would say Vermont, just because I don't know. Both are great. I guess Vermont is the closest one in my mind. That it was a Yeah, I'm gonna go with Vermont. Although the Blue Ridge Parkway, it's great too. From Gilles Science, hola Robert, getting ready to decorate the house for Christmas with the National Lampoon's Cousin Eddie inflatable RV. Lisan Robertson, heading to Yuma at the end of February, our first trip. Do you have any advice, Lisan and Toylac from Quebec? To Yuma at the end of your first trip. Advice, just enjoy. I mean, Yuma it's a very nice area. I mean, I would go into Mexico, which is what I intend to do when I go out west again, and come up to Quartzsite and say hello. Eddie Negrete, happy Thanksgiving. Robertico on the Pelican Heads too. Missed Thanksgiving with the extended family due to COVID. Oh man, there seems to be like a lot of people getting COVID these days, but enjoy the seafood spread with grilled Cajun shrimp, crab legs, and lobster. Hey, that's the way to do it. Paulie P, as I get older, very spicy foods go right through me real quick. Hey, that's TMI, brother. I don't like them too spicy, but sometimes just for the experience. If you're gonna go to New Mexico, just get a carne adobada and just there's a tiny little bug. It looks like a little drone. No, I couldn't get it. I went to Sedona and Phoenix. Have you seen any animals over there? I saw coyotes in the desert and cougar outskirts of Las Vegas. I've seen a coyote in Tucson, Arizona. Hello to all the moderators, the unsung heroes of the chat room. Absolutely. Yeah. Mr. Robato, are you taking your RV on the Key West trip? If not, are you still creating a video? Key West trip, Key West, Cayo West. So I'm always gonna make a video wherever I go. I may not do as much, but hey Robert, what is the name of the book you're reading on Lewis and Clark? Thanks. Undaunted Courage. It's the name of the book, and I got both the Kindle edition and the audiobook. For a lot of the time when I was driving, especially out west in Montana and whatnot, I would listen to the chapter related to that area, so I knew what to see. Michelle K. Robert and Lily, will you be home for Christmas? Yes. How many instruments do you play? I play none of them like at a maestro level, but I play keyboard, would be my first guitar. And I kind of do the congas and a little bit of percussion here and there, especially late into the night when I used to when I used to do this for a living. Let me go back here. You see, there's some comments that I see on the right and I don't see. Oh, here we go. From the UK. No. Yes. Hi, Robert. Watch all of your trips and took inspiration from them. I'm from the UK and have done San Francisco to Lake Tahoe trip. Wonderful scenery. Yes, it is. San Francisco to Lake Tahoe. It's, absolutely fantastic. Kankamagus Highway, it's glorious fall colors. One of the best drives. Yeah, and I did that. The Kankamagus or Kankamagus, right? Or Kankamagus. Undaunted Courage is excellent. My wife is reading it now. Yeah, that was my main guide for the Lewis and Clark trip, and several websites. There's actually a very handy Wikipedia site that is actually is called the Wikipedia article is called "The Timeline of the Lewis and Clark Expedition." And when I need like a date in a pinch, I'm editing and I'm like, when did that happen? I just go to that timeline and okay, July 22nd, they were in Montana in this place and blah blah blah. So yeah. Amaranto Cabrera, how are you? Ili, been a while. Nati te manda saludos. Hey, say hello to Nati for us. I'm trying to look up the chat here. Have you ever come across KYD or changing lanes along your travels? I have not. I've come across other folks, but no, not KYD or changing lanes. I've run, many others. Less Young, More Journey. I've run into, and many other people, especially at the RV show. At the RV shows, you pretty much run into everybody, but KYD or changing lanes, not really. Come on, shake your body. Let Robert do the conga. What's the Alaska trip looking like time frame wise? Will you fly and then rent RV? I'm super stoked for you taking that trip. Well, I want to drive. I definitely want to drive. And I want to be in Fairbanks, Alaska around June 20th. I'm sorry, for the Midnight Sun Festival. Sorry about that. Ooh, that turkey. Is there any good places in Wisconsin? I don't hear much about that state. Well, there's Door County, and you can eat a lot of cheese up there. So yeah. David Pena, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Splicing tape. That's good. That's old school right there. Good times. I haven't done that in 30 years, so I probably wouldn't know how to do it anymore. I want to send you some poutine sauce. Where do I send it? Oh, let me see if I can find that real quick here in a pinch. And that would be there, right there. Let me remove this. And that's my P.O. box. And I'll be checking it pretty much once a week while I'm here in Florida. Everyone who follows you should watch your show Flight to Freedom. Yeah, that's a video I did pretty much when I started doing this full time. That's it's been a while. It was for the 30th anniversary of me being here, so 2018 that would have been. Yeah. Rainy evening in Houston. Well, there you go. Door County, Wisconsin, and there's no snow, but that's okay. But no white Christmas? Well, we still have a while for. Robert, will you be doing a Minitini Lounge soon? Yeah, I had it marked on my calendar, actually. I know I'm going to do one. No, wrong month here. Hold on, give me a sec. I know I want to do one December 31st, but I might do one like on the 3rd or the 10th. But, yeah. Irene Hernandez, thank you for that super chat. Or Irene Hernandez, I don't know which way. But, yeah. Hey, Robert, if you go to Key West, check out Right on the Rock and tell Gabe and Kim I sent you. Right on the Rock? I have to write that down. I can't find it. Key West. Calle Hueso, Key West. Can't find it, huh? Right on the Rock, Key West, Florida. Google doesn't know about it. Okay. Here we go. No, it sent me to the Hard Rock Cafe, so I don't know. Are you streaming broadcast via Starlink? How do you like? And right now I'm on AT&T Fiber here in Miami. On Starlink, it works great as long as you have a clear view of the sky and you're not getting deprioritized, which doesn't happen as often as you would think. But then if there's any obstructions, trees or whatnot, I will be very nicely speaking to you here. And then it'll get like that for like 10 seconds. And then I'll be back and it's, doing that. Yeah, Wisconsin Dells. I've heard that place is awesome. So, yeah. And let me tell you, Milwaukee, it's a fun town. Heading to Gatlinburg this summer. Any place you recommend staying? Pretty much, well, I disclaimer, I do have a relationship with Sun Outdoors. But the one, most of the campgrounds are in Pigeon Forge, actually. So I would stay in Pigeon Forge. Also, if you don't mind being without cell phone signal, the Cades Cove campground inside the national park, it's beautiful as well. So it all depends. There's a place in Wisconsin that does an amazing fish boil. I know that sounds disgusting on the surface, but apparently the fish is buttery and it tastes like lobster. Hey, I wouldn't mind a fish boil. I've had some awesome seafood boil on the Florida Panhandle has some great cuisine. That's where I had it. Florida Panhandle is like Florida meets Southern food meets Cajun. It's a good cuisine. So did you trade your old truck in or do you keep it still? No, I traded it in. It was up there in mileage, and trucks are expensive. What can you say? Amaranto Cabrera, thank you for that super chat. Thank you for your continued hard work and a safe upcoming vacation in the Keys. Yes, the Keys are coming soon. And of course, that video is gonna be like in February. But if I'm gonna go in order, I'm gonna break the timeline here a little bit. But in my head, it is organized, and I think it's gonna be good. Uh, because what I'm trying to do, I'm gonna finish the Lewis and Clark trip first. But then there was a great detour. I mean, there's a video on the Black Hills and Mount Rushmore, Crazy Horse, and the Badlands that I think is gonna be awesome. And then there's the September trip, the Rocky Mountains and the Oregon coast and California. I mean, we had a good time and such beauty. And I would love to finish that before the end of the year. Editing that it's gonna be hard, but we'll try. Hey, welcome back from dinner, Dylan. And hi, Cheeseman. Have you stayed in the Badlands? Yeah, my favorite place was that. It's called the Wall, and it's right outside the north entrance to Badlands National Park by the town of Wall. You camp right there on the edge of the cliff, and it's beautiful, beautiful. Is that the state of North Dakota in your shirt? Actually, I believe this is South Dakota. It's from the Corn Palace. So that's South Dakota. Best key lime pie in Key West. I would have to say the last time I was there, Blue Haven. Great imitation of a freeze frame look. LOL. Almost as good as your Scott's face. Hey, Tony Montana. What can I tell you? Uh, Right on the Rock is on YouTube, Robert. Oh, Right on the Rock. Let me go to YouTube here. Yeah. I was looking for Mikey Barbie Wanderings. Right on the Rock. From Key West. Cool. I'll check it out later. No, man, I'm getting hungry. Maybe I'll have some jerky. Hello from Toronto, Canada. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hello, Toronto. KOA is where I stayed. Creekside RV Park, also good option in Pigeon Forge. Yes, I've heard great things about that place. I've been there. I've been to the KOA and of course the Sun Outdoors. Right on the Rock in Key West, you should be able to find it with putting all the. Yeah, I did. Have you stayed at the Grand Hotel? You mean the one in Mackinac Island? I thought about it, but it was rather pricey. Maybe someday, Maybe someday. Eventually I'm going to slow down and do more, things like that, like maybe a long train ride, maybe a transatlantic cruise. Maybe I'll even do the try Empty Mikey on YouTube. I was trying. I was looking for your YouTube, and all I found was, of course, Empty Mikey would be the one, right? YouTube search is kind of. Oh, here we go. We gotta get you more subscribers, man. Everybody go to Empty Mikey on YouTube. I really like your RV that looks like a log cabin inside. That's awesome. When you were in Southern Cali, I might have just missed you. I was there by the end of August. Can't wait to see where you went and what you did. I didn't quite make it to Southern Cali. The southernmost I went was like Pismo Beach. I was staying at a Sun Outdoors resort in wine country there in Paso Robles. So but does Cuba have a Thanksgiving equivalent? Not really. We barely have a Christmas these days. Is it a challenge to do the podcast when you are the only one who is talking? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I've been thinking of getting a host or a co-host or maybe a rotating co-host, but especially when I'm here, kind of static. It's kind of hard to find sometimes things to talk about, and let's face it, I don't spend a whole lot of time planning the podcast, and at least not at this moment. But can you hear me okay? I just realized that I may be undermodulated here. Can I, if I do this, does it sound better? In any case. You should put Central Illinois in your travel agenda. Lots of corn and bean fields to explore. I've driven through it. So I know. We had Portuguese stuffing with Portuguese chorizo from Publix. Chorizo, like linguiça. Pavo relleno de picadillo, guineitos en escabeche, ensalada de papa. Oh man, you're making me hungry again. Hey, from Moyoc, North Carolina. You rode. Thank you. Drunken karaoke YouTube. I love Pismo. Pismo is beautiful. Hey, Brody. Lee is a lot more to be done. Lee is it a lot more to be done. The original key lime pie bakery is my go-to for key lime pie in Key West. Really? The original key lime pie. You know what? I'm going to write that down. The original key lime pie. Is that the one in Greeny Street? Have you ever been to Wiki Wachi Springs or kayak? Any springs that you would recommend? I didn't kayak when I went to Wiki Wachi, but I did see the mermaids. We're planning a trip to Cuba in the new year. We'd like to invite in my church. Hey, let me know how it goes. Good audio. Thank you, Amaranto. You got to do a grilling show, definitely. Focus? Hocus Pocus? I think you should do a meetup in Door County. I agree. What's that cheese? Dairy, creamery, right? That will be in Door County. That is very famous. They have a grilled cheese sandwich that is to die for. Oh man, Lee Bywater. Hi from Lee and Claire here in the UK. Just made it back from the pub. A bit merry after some proper ale. Can't wait to buy you a warm English beer, Robert. Hey, maybe next year, man. I can't wait to go to the UK. I do want to go. It's just gotta cross the pond at least once a year. That will be my goal. What happened to the plans to visit Gold Country in California? We decided to do the Pacific Coast instead. Whatever happened to the Pelican Head beer? I don't know. I have to ask Alex or the brewery, but I think it was just like a short-term, seasonal brew they did. Red Jaguar, I'm going to be using one of your songs when I do a meetup video with this traveler. I think it will be fitting since I met him because of you. Hey, send me a video. Gotta come back to the Southwest and go back to Las Cruces, definitely. I don't know if my current itinerary is gonna take me through Las Cruces, but if it does, I'm gonna plan to spend a couple of days there for sure. When are you going to Alaska? Well, the plan is this coming summer, next summer, I guess. Do you prefer trailers over Class A's? Because we are trying to decide which one. Actually, my perfect idea of an RV would be the smallest Class C I can get my hands to. Like if they would make a 19-footer. That's what I would get, and just have one vehicle. The one vehicle being the one vehicle that I have. I want to say Class B, but Class B's generally the tanks are too small. But who knows? Let me scroll down here. I saw manatees in Blue Spring State Park last week. Wonderful campsite. The best time to see manatees is this time of the year when it starts cooling down. That's when you get to see them. It's getting watered down a little bit, but it's still wonderful, wonderful whiskey. Thinking of going to Quartzsite. What is the best food to cook for Quartzsite? Easy and good. Just grilled stuff. That'd probably be the best. Even though in Quartzsite I like to patronize some of the local establishments like Silly Owls with their Goliath pizza or Gringos or there's a couple of places that make good burgers. They have a couple of. It's not the culinary mecca of the world by any means, but some of it is good. Emma Brisman, the timers are turning off the lights here. I guess that's a sign I should go to bed soon. 1 a.m. here. Oh, 1 a.m. Well, thank you for being here and for staying so late, hanging out with us. You should do U.S. island videos and meet the locals and food. Alaska has some nice native islands. Might be hard to get your RV on many of them, though. Yeah, I could just leave the RV somewhere and take a ferry, so we'll see. Europe is definitely must go to kind of trip. Yeah, and this first trip I'm just going to dip my feet. I want to go to Spain and, I speak the language. It's easy. Next year I might go to the UK. I speak the language too. They speak a little different, but I speak it. And then I would like to get more adventures and maybe. I would love to go back to Scandinavia. I love that area. But I've never been to Italy. I've been to Germany, but I kind of dipped my feet in Germany, and of course I've been to France, but you can never have enough France. And maybe Greece. Malta, the island of Malta. There's so much to see. So. Christopher, also nice seeing you all this nice night. I am off. Good night from Sweden. Good night. You just got me another subscriber. There you go. It's one at a time, man. What about travel to Fiji? I've always wanted to go there, but it takes like 2 weeks to get there. Yeah, I would love to go to Fiji. I've seen the pictures of those hotels that you have your own cabin in the middle of the ocean with the. I hear it's expensive, but enjoy my IPA Lagunitas, one of my favorites. I missed the beginning. What's the whiskey tonight? Oh, there's whiskey courtesy of Keith Ratchek. We've got this great bourbon here. Triple cask. I'm trying to pace myself here. I don't want to become the tipsy YouTuber here in the middle of the video. So. Your new YouTube channel could be called Culinary Roberts. I do have a second channel called Robert's RV Cooking Show, but I figured I have hard enough time to post it to Wine Channel. I don't wanna overexert myself there. Nancy Reynolds, happy Friday, everyone. Too bad they closed Cypress Gardens near Winter Haven. Such a beautiful place. I never got to go to Cypress Gardens, but I imagine. Emma Brisman, there are so many beautiful places here in Europe. You should come and visit us over here. And at some point, especially if Illy doesn't have to work anymore, we could stay like the 3 months we are allowed to stay in the Schengen zone, and just stay 3 months and make a lot of videos. And I've been on a cruise to Fiji. It was nice. Yeah, but that's kind of cheating. You're very close to, relatively close to Fiji. For us, it's like. You would think the world would have become smaller by now. Italy is the most. It's a huge country too. Not huge, but there's so much to do. So we'll see. Love your idea of great American cities. That too. That I have so many ideas here in my head. The only bottleneck here is editing the videos. I can only edit as much. You know what I mean? That's the main bottleneck, really. The editing that it takes a while. I mean, I've been at it. I mean, right? Not this Sunday is going to be an hour long video. Next Sunday is going to be an hour and a half. And the following Sunday, I'm going to try to make it an hour and a half or so. I want to, next Sunday, if all goes well and if I have the time, Sunday, December 11th, we're done with Lewis and Clark. So that's the plan anyway. I go to watch Shade Tree Surgeon on YouTube. He does travel video and motorcycles. I should check it out. All right, what time is it? Oh, time flies when you're having fun. When will you have your Schaefer Trail video available? The full Schaefer Trail video I am anticipating, and I have everything on my calendar here. January 1st. That's in the order, like, remember, your call will be answered in the order it was received. And that will be the order because I'm going to finish Lewis and Clark first. Then I'm going to have a huge video on the Black Hills. It's going to go from Devil's Tower all the way to the Badlands and pretty much everything in between except Wind Cave. We didn't do Wind Cave, but pretty much everything else is there. Wayne Rasman, can you let us in on your editing tricks? I've had this idea, and I might do that on a Wednesday before the end of the year. And I'm just going to do a live video of me editing. We'll have a camera like this one looking at my face, and then the other camera will be a screenshot, of my screen and what I'm doing. And I'll probably spend 2 hours live just showing you the editing process. I think that will be the best way to do it. So yeah, we need bourbon tastings, maybe like once a month ish. Viewers send their choices and we go from there. Hey, I like that idea. Actually, we could do it also for the Minitini Lounge, because when I sing, I like to drink whiskey or bourbon, or I'm not picky, it could be called a brandy too. Can't wait for Lewis and Clark the movie. That's gonna be like 4 hours. That's gonna be like the driving to the West video. Maybe more than 4 hours. I don't know. I'm gonna try to make it concise and not include too many, of the beaten path non-Lewis and Clark things. But yeah, I would start in Washington D.C. when we were with Jim in D.C. and we visited the Jefferson Memorial. That would be the beginning. Talking about how Jefferson did the Louisiana Purchase, and he told his secretary Lewis, "Hey Lewis, I need you to go to the West. Look for the other dude, Clark, your friend. He's somewhere in Kentucky. Get Clark, grab a bunch of guys, and go find the way to the Pacific." I'm not sure that Jefferson would speak like that, but anyway. That's where it's gonna begin, and then we'll go to Monticello, where Jefferson pretty much trained Clark for everything. Well, you saw those videos already, so I'm just gonna repurpose them and kind of re-edit them and make it all flow, in a sense. Okay, let me check it out. 414 of you watching right now. Thank you everybody for. Yeah, Google wants me to insert an ad. Should I insert an ad? Nah, I don't want to insert an ad. Robert, I'm from Bourbon Capital of the World, Kentucky. I know you've been here. Man, I could use some makers. I love makers. I love Jim Beam, the Devil's Cut. The one from the bottom of the barrel. They didn't have it the last time I was there. Jefferson Ocean. Wonderful bourbon as well. They I think it might be a gimmick, but they put it on a cargo ship and it sails around the world, and apparently the salty air and the movement gives it a special, whatever it does. It tastes good, but there you go. I have several distilleries nearby. What have you tried? Well, those that I mentioned. Woodford Reserve also. I was there. That's a beautiful, beautiful tour at Woodford Reserve. Sounds like an idea for a play, or give the character as a Tony Montana voice. Hey, Tony Montana. Traveling Robert, send us off with your Key West song. Yeah, I haven't been able to use that one on a video in a long time. I've used the instrumental, but the actual Key West song I haven't been able to use it because I haven't gone to Key West since, oh boy, pre-pandemic. I haven't been to Key West since 2019. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Nub Creek, I've had that one too, and I had something fancy at this speakeasy. I went in Bardstown, and I can't remember right now, but do you ever have a nice Cuban cigar with your bourbon? I have in the past, not anymore, but I have in the past, yeah. Jefferson Ocean is awesome. I'm glad you agree. And anyway, let me grab the guitar and see what we can do. Hello from San Francisco. Hello, San Francisco. Oh, thank you everybody for hanging out today. Thank you everybody for hanging out today. Are you up to trying some others? Kentucky bourbon? If I send you some? Absolutely. Where? This? No, that's not it. Here. And we'll drink it at the Minitini Lounge. You know, I don't really know how to play reggae in the guitar. It's Key West, Kanye West, so Key West, Kanye West, so Key West, Kanye West, so Key West. Live from the Flagami Studios, everybody. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. Adventures. I'm glad you had a good time. It's been fun. It's always fun for me. Riding Monte Cristo cigar. I like Romeo and Juliet. 'Cause I'm free in my RV, yeah, I'm riding. And I like Monte Cristo too. Riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. In Key West, I wanna be. Key West, Kanye West, so Key West, Kanye West, so Key West. Kanye West, oh Key West. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend. Have a great, Thanksgiving weekend, of course. Don't eat too much turkey, and I'll see you next Friday, same time, and we'll still be here at the Flagami Studio. So, see you on the road. Thank you. And let me see where I can finish this. Good night, everybody.